I guess we just take the glow cap spores. Like it. I don't think there's any downside at this point to taking it. And even if the upside is like absolutely trivial, it's still fine. So I guess we take it. It just is largely wholly underwhelming. It would matter more if I was doing anything that had like multi-hits to it. But I'm not. I mean, like, I technically have the multi-hits of the corrosive body applying poison, but that is not something that benefits from corruption, so. When I would watch TV with my daughter, my favorites were Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, and Regular Show. I've never watched any of Regular Show, I don't think. But I did watch, again, probably every episode of Dexter's Lab. And I've seen a chunk of Powerpuff Girls. It's been forever, but I should come as no surprise to probably any of you. I've spent a lot of my life watching cartoons and anime and involving myself in all sorts of different media. Anyways, this guy punishes us for attacking him. Again, really punishes us for doing multi-hits. So, we are going to hit him a little bit, but mostly it's going to be fine just because we generate an obscene amount of block. I do think hyper-defensive strategies are too easy to pull off in this game. Because we can just generate a lot of block, and there's not really anything pushing us not to do this. But, you know. Again, it's the sort of thing that I hope they address while balancing over time. Because, like, this is sort of the problem whenever you have abilities that scale offense on defense. And it's not technically totally what we're doing this time, but it's more or less what we're doing. It's not quite the same as last time, where we were doing damage based on our block and hitting for, you know, thousands of damage. Okay, you have poison on you now. But Boop doesn't, so Boop can apply some poison. Anyways, the guy's dead. We just need to block some, so we don't take damage from the poison first. And I'm not going to worry about getting too fancy here, because he's already dead. And as far as I know, there's no, like, reward I need to be working on for applying, you know, a certain amount of poison across the run. Every 10 hits, apply corruption 3 times to a random enemy. Doesn't really matter to me. We will take the defending wave. Although I still need another one before I can upgrade it to max. Or if I had not messed up upgrade, bro, it would already be at max. But I did mess that up, so here we are. We're going to do this, and I think we're just going to take the money, honestly. Like, getting the rare skill is fine. We could sell it for 60, 50, something like that, even if we don't like it, but the chance that I need it is extraordinarily low. Rage, armor, corruption, and poison applications are reduced. Nope. They did change this, by the way, in today's patch, that these can no longer reduce things to 0. Which we did encounter when I was fighting Kong in the last run that I did last week, where we had one of the relics from Granny, which reduced poison that was applied to us, and so Kong's poison just never applied to us. Block gains are reduced by 20%, rounded down. Damage dealt is reduced. Like, these are lame as shit, and we'll take this one. I really dislike this mechanic. Like, it's not even affecting me to any meaningful capacity, and that's part of why I dislike it, because I'm not really, like, playing any differently because of the curses that I acquire. Like, they're just annoying and make me a little angry every time. And to a degree, they discourage you from building a balanced team comp, because as long as you're, like, hyper-focusing on a strategy, there's basically always one option that doesn't affect you at all. Or at least doesn't affect you in any meaningful capacity. But if you're trying to, like, use multiple characters to do multiple things, then chances are you're going to be more affected by the curses. Which I think is bad design, but here we are. Start of each turn, apply bind to a random hero for each skill cast last turn, and damage me for unspent mana. That's fine. I think we'll have enough block generation that will be okay. Like, yes, we're going to have a lot of bind applied to us. So be it. I think we'll survive. Yeah, God, my damage output is so low now, which is fine, because we're not really trying to deal damage with anything but poison. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate it. Okay, so you get some poison. We refresh. It's a shame that I never got this upgraded further, but that's okay. He's not actually doing anything this turn, so I can just go all out and then apply 393 more poison, which is a good chunk of damage. No, I did forget that you deal damage. Why did you do damage? Don't know why I took damage. It seems like there was this, but I'm pretty sure I had spent all my mana. Either way, it's fine. Whatever. I feel like the devs designed this one intentionally to make arachnophobia people uncomfortable. The first boss passive. So yeah, like, I see that it applies bind, but I was pretty sure I didn't have any bind at the start of it. Maybe I'm wrong and I wasn't paying attention, but I assumed that it would have not started me with any bind because it was the first turn and there were no skills cast last turn because it was the first turn. And if you're talking about Light Eater, then again, I thought I was at 0 energy, in which case this shouldn't have done any damage because it's for each unspent mana. Regardless, here we are. It's not going to be a big deal. Also, I believe this is the wrong icon. Maybe that's just... Anyways, it doesn't matter. Things happen. I don't really care how much bind I have. Like, yes, it does affect me. Realistically, I should have enough block that it won't be a big deal. There's some visual bugs, I think, as it sneaks up on me as well, or I'm just a big Pinocchio with a nose in the way. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely some, like... There are definitely some bugs. Because, like, this is not the only enemy where the tooltip has absolutely lied and done opposite of what it said. But yeah, I don't know exactly what's going wrong here, but something is definitely going wrong. Venomous Guard is also bugged at the moment. Are you talking about Toxic Slam, or are you talking about something... No. There it is. Venomous Guard. That's what you're talking about. Pass on Boop, yeah. It did seem like it wasn't working properly, but I wasn't able to identify exactly what was going wrong with it. Because it's a little hard to parse what is happening sometimes in this game when a bunch of effects are happening all at once, as is the case. Anyways. Applies 1 corruption, which is pretty meaningless to me. Unless it applies to every single stack of bind, in which case that becomes a lot more meaningful. Hadn't really considered that. Anyways, that's fine. It's doing its effect regardless, so if the opponent applies rage to itself, aka not attacking you, it still applies poison. That is strange. But again, there are a number of things in this game that are not applying properly like that. Hello, Ashaka. Thanks for the raid. How you doing? Remind me, what are you playing now, by the way? And so I've still got 3 to spend. Hello, I'm playing Rogue Trader. Just started. Gotcha. I did not have any interest in Rogue Trader, but I have heard very good things about it. I kind of want to do your block. Alright, let's just not get too greedy about this, and we'll just do it this way. Alright, so we generate a bit more block. Anyways, we should have enough block to handle this. Also weaken you, I guess, just because I have the energy for it. Oh, okay. Yep. A lot of damage comes out, but I have enough block. Is a bunch of poison. It's a long fucking fight, though. As long as it doesn't purge my poison ever, we'll be fine. Even then, I should still be able to make it work. It's just going to be a pain. Okay. Let me just get a lot of free block back. Because that's just how we roll. Okay. I do take a lot of damage from all the bind, but it's fine. And then he heals a bunch because we have just an obscene amount of bind on us. But that's fine. We'll eventually get the kill here. At least you're only using 2 tanks. Try using 3, and I fear the game is going to crash sometimes. That's how all the block strats slowly work up and then super speed up. Yeah. It's a thing. Alright, just a little bit more. Teraton has a passive that states when any hero gains block, apply X poison. So much fun. Yeah, I did see that, and I can definitely see the appeal. I do think that's perhaps too strong, but I already think that heavily defensive strategies are probably too strong in this game. I probably just could have gone for the kill this turn. But that's fine. Yeah, I can't spend all of my energy. Whatever, fine. We should be okay, even if I take a lot of damage. Yeah. Shork died. That's okay. I knew I was taking a lot of damage here, but... Oh, that actually did way more damage than I thought. Doesn't matter. Because the poison should kill before anything bad happens. Okay, well, apparently the ordering was not how I expected it to be. But regardless, it's dead. Okay. Apparently, that happened. Alright. Don't love that that's how that played out. Not a fan of that. Okay. Well, good to know that unlike essentially every other game, when you kill the enemies with poison or something, the battle doesn't immediately end. Like, I thought it would because things happen sequentially in the game. And so, like, poison triggers before the bind does. And so normally when you kill them with poison, like, they don't do their turn. Anyways, whatever, fine, it happens. Good to know that that's how that occurs. I have strong complaints about that. Whatever. Fine. We unlocked Fungas, which is a terrible name. And also I dislike his visual design, but I'm glad we finally have unlocked him. And we got Aquanaut. He relies on only two things in his life. Both of them are razor sharp and are attached to his forearms. And we got Pyropause, who I really did want to unlock. Fungas looks like a fun guy. I have heard that. It has been said. Alright, well, we finally unlocked all the people from the Water Dimension. So, for Terrafe, with both Teraton and Fungas on your team, have over 500 poise on a single enemy. Really dislike that they require me to play the other two Earth characters. So I very much dislike. I will not stop complaining about this, but I very much dislike that I have to unlock these characters sequentially. Okay, with a name like Fungas, I am expecting fart jokes. Like, I'm hoping there are not, just because I don't find them funny. But as far as I know, the devs have said that Fungas is not supposed to be a combination of, like, fungus and ass, but it's supposed to be a combination of fungus and assassin, which does not at all come across from the name. But apparently that's how they arrived at the name. Anyways, here we are. So we have some new characters. And unfortunately, I can't play all of the new characters because to unlock her, I need to have both of them in my party. I have 50 plus rage on a single hero while using Pyropause on the team. There must be no hero deaths. You remind me of Tempest from Sentinels of the Multiverse. My personal favorite is the Fire faction as a whole. From what little I've seen of them, which is to say I haven't looked through Meg Mama and Inferna's skills yet. But Pyropause, I really like what I've seen with his focus on doing buffs via friendly fire. Like, that sounds fun. Honestly, I should probably not play Pyropause and take Aquanaut so we'd have a DPS character. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Regardless, start of each battle, apply armor. I wish I didn't have to click on these to make them stop shining. This game does a lot of cool things, but it has a lot of annoying little quirks to it as well. Upgrading defend is not bad. Taunt and apply corruption to target enemy. I mean, we probably just want to do that. So if the portraits show up, then those characters are unlocked. Yeah, so... yes. So the ones we don't have unlocked now are Magmama, Inferna, and Terrafe, and then these characters are not in the game yet. They have their visual designs done, but they are not available for play yet. I assume some of them are being play tested now or soon. Anyways, let's do some leveling up. I mean, I don't know that I like crazy care about upgrading Numbing Zap. It is better when upgraded, but we might just want to upgrade Gear Up. Also, just to make sure, as some people don't know, but by doing the campaign, you unlock Magmama and the entire water team for basically free, so whether it's an active choice to avoid campaign or not, that is something I think should be said. Yes, I did a little bit of the campaign. I got enough that we unlocked Bow through the campaign. And yes, I recognize that. I find Master Raid a lot more fun than the campaign, which is why we're doing Master Raid. And I think if you're going to have unlocks in Master Raid, they should come at a reasonable pace instead of being gated in an annoying way so that I have to do... I don't like having the characters locked sequentially as they are. And that's not going to change. I do think we probably just want to take Gear Up. Like, it's not an insane ability, but it is probably just better. So we can get 2 ranks of that at least, which is not bad. And I guess we'll give you some HP. As for you, my dude, I feel like just upgrading your passive is probably the way to go. Yep, start with 4 armor at the start of battle, which means that you just get 4 extra block from every single time block is applied, which is a lot. And then let's upgrade the defend to max, I guess. Like, corrosive challenge is nice to have, but it's fine. I think that just makes more of a difference. Understandable. Some people like the grind over story, which is fair. Only mentioning it as some people just don't know that's the thing. Yeah, no, I totally understand. And it's good for you to mention. Because, yeah, it's not explicitly spelled out anywhere in the game that is the case. Which is fine. But, yeah, it became evident pretty quickly through playing the campaign that characters unlocked there. I just don't particularly want to play the campaign right now. I don't really care about Stinging Shields, but I do think we should upgrade it. Rampage seems cool. And then we just give us more HP. Not that I really need to do this. I do not like when they gate things in any game. I somewhat understand in multiplayer games, but even there, if you're willing to put in time, you should not have to wait each day to progress. Like, so, if you're talking about, like, having to unlock things, I have no problem with that. I think unlocks are fun for the most part. Like, I think there's a sense of achievement and satisfaction in, like, doing things to unlock things. But it should come at a reasonable rate. And again, I don't like it especially in a game like this where they're trying to sell me on having a large roster of characters. It feels bad. It felt even worse last week when unlocking characters was also RNG and that you had to not only play with their restrictions, but you also had to hope that you fought the right boss, and then beat the boss, of course. So that was annoying, especially. But yeah, I just... When they're trying to sell me on having a large roster of characters, I don't like that they're padding playtime by forcing me to do run after run with essentially the same characters so I can unlock the new characters in the order they feel is justified. And also, it ends up with me having to essentially do weird team comps, which I'm fine with doing weird team comps, but like, up until finishing that run, my only DPS character was Koa. And I had 3 tanks, and then 2 support characters. And that's just a weird mishmash of things. And like, the first one I could unlock here was also a support character. The second one I unlock here, also a support character. Like, it's just weirdly done in such that I still don't have a lot of DPS characters. Which, again, I'm fine with playing weird team comps, but like, if they want to encourage me to be playing like DPS tank support, give me more DPS characters so I can make those balanced team comps without always running Koa. I guess what I mean is I do not mind working to unlock. I just do not like when games don't respect my time. Yeah, I totally agree. The current trend is that all DPS characters are the last in line to unlock. Yes, I did notice this to be the case, and I do think that's dumb. Doesn't need to be that way. Should not be that way. Bad design choice. Like, it's less an issue once you've unlocked some of them. But, like, especially as they add more characters, this is going to be a little less relevant because I will have more characters to play around. But, again, it's dumb. Shouldn't be that way. Should not require me to unlock them sequentially. Should not require me to be playing a full, like, team comp of their buddies. Make interesting unlock conditions. And just let me unlock characters. Anyways, rambling aside, let's actually make a team comp. So, with Teraton, Fungus on your team have over 500 poison on a single enemy. Well, we're playing both of you then, I guess. Even though Poison and Rage are probably not going to work terribly well together. But that's fine. We'll see what we can do. Realistically, I probably should be playing... I don't know. This is fine. We'll do this. Yeah. Anyways. Did I spend all my points? I believe I did. At least for the characters that I'm currently playing. Yeah, because I was waiting to get 4 on you for that. Not that it would really matter. I could almost certainly just do some health upgrade here, and then by the time I next finish a run with Bo, I'll have enough points for that. Who cares? Moving on. Pauses Bay. I love the self-damage mechanic. I like Pyropause art. Yes, I agree with both of those. I mean, obviously I haven't played Pyropause yet, but I do think that Pyropause art is cool. And I do wish that Pyropause was the DPS of Fire Realm, Dimension, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. I mean, realistically, I should probably do... You know, I don't even know what your abilities are. Didn't mean for that to count. I right-clicked on Fungus. Apparently that counts as it. Also, I have no idea who Zuppy is. Anyways, here we are. It's fine. Don't know why I'm clicking on you. I want the party. That's what I'm trying to do.